Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video I am sending a probe out to Eeloo, the planet, as part of my Let's Play series. I'm doing a compilation video of probes that I've sent to Moho, Dres, Jewel, and Eeloo. And this is a companion video to that series, and I'm posting it up. I'm posting up the long play video for those that are interested in watching the process of how I get the encounter with the planet and get my orbit. If you're new to the channel, at the end of this video there will be a link in the top right. If you want to click on that, it will take you to the playlist and you can start the series from episode 0, where I go over the setup and the custom rules that we're using for this game. But in this episode, well, video, it's not really an episode. This is going to be part of episode 28. But in this video, we're going to get ourselves a probe out to Eeloo. So here's the Eeloo ship. Let's just rename this Eeloo. E-E-L-O probe. And I'm mainly doing that for when I'm trying to find an object in space. If it's named Eeloo probe, I know where to go. So I'm going to make one change to this one that is different from the last probe that we sent out. And in this one, we really need 2 RA100s. We could get by with these, but we'll only have about 16% signal strength at the farthest points. And I'd rather have so with two RA100s, I think we only get about 30-something%. So I want to find a spot to take these off. And I don't know if I could just put 2 on the sides maybe. It's going to make my fairing pretty large if I do that. And it really doesn't like... Can I go there and still open my panels? I think that's going to pose a problem for... Man, these are just big. I wonder if something like that would work. I'm sure it would. I'm wondering if could we add 3. How big is this thing? Oh, this is small. Oh, wow. That's what we're going to do right there. Let's look at the spreadsheet, because this is the 8888. So here we have our spreadsheet. If I do the 8888 Communitron, and we're going to have 2 of those, that gets us 45% out here at Eeloo. So that's what we're going to do. We'll just do, I'm actually wondering if we could do 3 of those. That's even better. That's 71%. I like that better. I had not used these before. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this off. And what if we, can I go 3 of these somewhere? Instead of that, what if we do, if I put 2 of these here, and I put 1 on top here. Like so. Now a concern I had was with this hitting these panels, so I wonder, can we put these around on the sides? Actually, I think what I'll do, I'll just lower these. I'll put these here. And I'll go ahead and put 2 of these on the sides. That should do the trick. And for now, why don't we add a action group for toggle antenna. Toggle antenna. Okay, there we go. And on that same action group, I can toggle the solar panels. Alright, and we'll just build back our fairing, and then we'll be ready to head off to Eeloo. Okay, let's do it. Looks like we're going to need some pretty big antennas for the relay networks. So we'll have to come up with a design for that. For it to be different for each system, pretty much. Alright, we are in space. Well, we're not quite in space yet. We're getting close. Far enough out I can go ahead and deploy my fairing. And I'm not going to deploy these antennas or this solar panel until I finish my separation, so I don't knock anything off. And I'm just going to fast forward a little bit here. Alright, so we are in orbit, circular orbit around Kerbal, about 88 kilometers out. And let's look at Eeloo. And I want to see what kind of maneuver we can get on Eeloo. Whoa, burn time 1 month. Oh, I'm it's 1 minute. I was about to say it's going to take a month of burn time. Surely we don't have that much delta V. But okay, so we get a encounter with Eeloo. And let's look at what that will be. It's pretty far out there. Don't know if I can make adjustments. Well, it did not like me messing with it. me do it again because I messed it up. I think we won't make any adjustments this time. We'll just get this maneuver done and then make course corrections. This is mostly just a pro grade maneuver here. Now we can go ahead and deploy everything. I love those control groups, makes life so much easier. Okay, let's start time warping. It's a year and 241 days to our burn. So we're gonna be orbiting a lot. So alright, I'm just letting the ship get back on its maneuver node here. Power situation looks fine. We are on the dark side at the moment, but we have 5,000 stored. Get into position and do this burn, and this will all be on the main burner on this main cell engine. So we still haven't had to use the secondary engine yet. We'll be able to get all of this from the primary engine. And mark. Now we'll have to turn my thrust down here just a bit as we come into the system here. May have turned it down a bit too much. Okay, so I'm gonna have to adjust this to get our encounter back. Looks like I overcooked it a little bit. Alright, let's go for this here. 4 to 7 kilometers. It's close enough. It's only another 113 delta V. And I just want to check, would it let me get an orbit here? So this would take 2,000. So we should have enough delta V, because we're going to spend 113 here off this first stage. We'll still have 4,700, and it's going to take 2,059 to capture an orbit. So we should be good there. So anyway, let us go to our first maneuver. Well, that's a 10-minute burn time. We don't want that. Let's turn this thrust all the way up. Maybe not all the way. I think I can work with 9 seconds. Not sure what's going on here. I really should just go ahead and separate this section out. And then activate this engine. Oh, don't hit, don't hit, don't hit. Shoo! That almost hit. And now let's see what we can do here. Wow, we are finally here in the Eeloo sphere of influence. And if you notice, we are T plus 6 years, 146 days to get out here. It's a long way, and we still have to get over to the planet. But yeah, that was a long time to just sit there and fast forward time. But we're here now. We should have plenty to get a capture. I think it's going to take a couple thousand, but we should still have that to get it. And let's just go. Let's keep it out here about like that. And So there's Kerbal. If we're doing our maneuver here, we should have line of sight. Should be good to make our orbit burn. Okay, let's get on that maneuver node. It's going to take another day to get there. Yeah, that was a long flight. So I'm just thinking when we come out here to do our missions, oh, I got to start my burn way back here. Good grief, I had my thrusters turned way down again. At max thrust, it's still going to take almost 3 minutes to get that. There it is. There's a big snowball. It's more like there's a planet, or there's a moon on Enceladus, I think is how you pronounce it. I think it's around Saturn, or maybe, yeah, I think it's a Saturn moon. But it's basically a big ice ball like this. Well, this is going to take a couple minutes, but then we'll have our capture around Eeloo, and that will have our every system probed at least. And then we can start working on doing some other things. And I'm going to keep it a large orbit, large elliptical orbit like we did on a couple others, just for fuel conservation. Not sure exactly what we'll use this for in the future. It'll be here if we need it. But we have to do the official, get some science going. And done. So we have done it. We have sent a probe to every system now. So this opens up the next step. Of course, we're going to focus on Moho and finish that system first. And then we will move on. I guess we're going to try to do Eve next. Just go up the list, Eve, then Duna, then probably Jewel, then Drez, then Eeloo. But I'm debating on doing Eve last. Actually, I may skip that one and go on to Duna next, just because it's going to be so difficult launching off of Eve, getting back into orbit. The other planets, like Eeloo and Drez, they're comparable to the moon. Duna it's going to take about 1,500 to get back off of the surface, so that's not terrible. It's just Eve is going to require 8,000 delta V. Moho 870, so it's, yeah, Eve is going to be the difficult one, so we actually may save that one for last. We'll do Moho and then skip Eve, go to Duna. And then we may go ahead and knock out Drez and Eeloo and then come back and work on Jewel, because when we get to Jewel, there's what, 5 moons in Jewel that we have to land on. So yeah, we're going to have our work cut out for us, but this concludes the episode 28 compilation video. So I just wanted to kind of bundle all these up just for the sake of redundancy. I mean, we're doing the same thing to each system here. So I figured I'd just bundle them up, get them all in one video for you. And like I said earlier, I'll put the link in the description to each long play video for each system. If you're into that sort of thing and want to watch them, you can go to the description and follow the link. Anyway, that will wrap up this episode. Thanks for watching. Up in your top right, as always, you can click the link to take you to the playlist. Top left, you have your subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.